Today's class is going to be nice, slow, relaxed pace. I've kind of had a lot going on this week, so this is a class that I really need too. Hello, my name's Becky, if we haven't met before. I'm going to be using a couple of yoga props, but no worries if you don't have yoga props. But if you do have 2 blocks, have them handy. You can also use big thick books or Tupperware containers, whatever. You don't really need them, it's just an option. I'm also going to be using a strap again as an option. If you don't have a yoga strap, just grab yourself just something long that you can roll up, so like a t-shirt or rolled up tea towel or whatever, improvise. Okay, I want you to come to a nice, comfortable, seated position. That can be crossing your legs or kneeling, sitting up with a nice tall spine. We're going to begin by just lightly tapping the face with the fingertips. So from the top of your head down to your chin. You can also tap down your neck and collarbones. Just gentle tapping. Close your eyes. Just beginning to draw attention inward, becoming aware of the sensations of your fingers gently tapping. So a lot of today's focus is on what we can do to rebalance the nervous system. If you've been feeling a bit busy or frazzled or stressed, this will hopefully feel like a nice warm hug. Gently lower your hands down from the face and lift up your right hand. I'm not mirroring, so just do the opposite to what you can see. And then tucking in your index and middle finger, so you got your thumb and your ring pinky fingers sticking up. We're going to practice a pranayama exercise called Nadi Shodhana, which is also known as alternate nostril breathing. And it works by using your thumb and your ring finger to alternately close off one side of the nostril. I'll talk you through the first couple of rounds, and then we'll just continue breathing this practice for a couple of minutes. This is such a great pranayama for getting the nervous system back into balance. So take a deep breath in and exhale. At the bottom of the breath, use your thumb to close off the right nostril, closing your eyes, and then breathe in through left. And just pause at the top of the breath, use your ring finger to close off left nostril, and then exhale out the right. Breathing in through right side, nice, long, controlled breath. Just gentle pause at the top, thumb closes off right, exhale through left. And that's a full circuit, again in through left. Pause, and out through right, in through right. Pause, and out left, in left, pause, and out right, in right, pause, out left. Okay, you should have the knack by now, so I'm going to stop cueing. And I just want you to continue this breath, placing your full awareness on the sensations of breath moving in and out. And just finish up the round of breath that you're on. And when that's complete, just lowering your right hand down. Just pausing for a moment. And taking both hands over your heart space. And we'll sit in quiet reflection for another minute or so. Once again, bringing awareness to breath. And if you're open to a visualization practice, I want you to visualize calling to mind something that you feel grateful for as you breathe in, cultivating that sensation of gratitude. And then as you breathe out, visualize letting go of any negative emotions, any stress, worry, anger, anything that's not serving you. Just imagine that leaving the body on your exhale. So inhale, feeling of gratitude. Exhale, sighing out anything that's not serving you. And you can allow the exhale to be out the nose or out the mouth. I find that kind of sighing a little bit dramatically out the mouth, that can really help the visualization practice. But keeping eyes closed as you do so for a couple more rounds. Now just letting go of that visualization practice, lowering your hands down to the knees, dipping your chin down towards your chest, and then slowly blink and open your eyes and just softly gaze at a point on the floor that's not moving, and then lifting your gaze to center. Just allow your hands to fall open, palms facing up. Visualize gathering energy, healing energy up from the earth as you slowly lift the arms up. At the top, turning palms down, visualize that energy washing over your body, slowly guiding it down. And we'll repeat, linking breath to movement, so a super slow breath in, reaching energy up. And then a slow breath out, gently guiding it back down. Let's do one more. And then slowly lower back down. On your next breath in, taking your arms out wide. And then crossing right arm over left, giving yourself a nice big hug. And then from here, just begin to rub your hands up and down your upper arms. I think we can often forget that kind of self-touch can be incredibly nurturing and soothing for the nervous system. Let's take a deep breath in, taking arms out wide. And then exhale, left arm crosses over right this time. Nice big hug. And then just again, gently rubbing arms up and down. Hands rather up and down. And then just laying your hands back down, taking fingertips just either side of your hips. And we'll release the neck, so just tilting one ear to one shoulder. Just allowing a gentle stretch on the side of the neck. And keeping the ear tilted towards the shoulder, make sure your shoulders aren't creeping up by the ears, that they're dropping down. Tilting the chin down towards chest. So just taking that stretch towards the back of the neck. And then gently tilting chin up. And now feeling the stretch along the front. Tilt your chin all the way back down, take it through center, and then lift your head up, and we'll take those stretches on the second side. Tilting chin down. And then tilting chin up. And then all the way down. And we'll just take a couple half moon circles before coming all the way to center. We'll take a seated cat-cow variation from here. I'm just turning around so you can see what I'm doing a little bit better, and because I don't have room behind me, we're going to be stretching around that. So your inhale is going to be clasping hands behind your back, arching your spine, squeezing shoulder blades together, lifting gaze up. Exhale, rounding through the back, bring your arms forward, clasping hands, rounding through the shoulder blades, chin to chest. And repeat like that a few more rounds. Inhale, really stretch on up. And then exhale, rounding chin to chest. Let's do 2 more. And then come back up, sitting with a neutral spine. Inhale, reaching arms up. Exhale, cactus arms. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, cactus. One more big inhale. And exhale, cactus, lowering the arms all the way down. From here, taking your left hand to right knee, right fingers back. Inhale, sit up tall, and exhale, twisting to the right. Twisting from belly button and up. See if you can roll that right shoulder back and down. Unwind your twist and we'll fold forward. So inviting in a gentle stretch at the hips. And we'll find that twist on the second side. Unwind. This time we'll change the cross of your ankles and fold forward. Lift back up and make your way onto hands and knees. Send your hips back to heels, coming into a child's pose, reaching your arms back towards the feet. If you like, you can give the feet a little bit of a squeeze with your hand. And then reaching your arms forward, and try not to disturb the rabbit. Take your knees a bit wider this time. And then walk your hands over to the right. Press your left hand down on the right hand and lowering your forehead down. So we're aiming to get a nice big stretch on the left side of the body. And then walking hands over to the other side. hands back to center, pause for a breath. And walking hands back to knees. Come to stand at the front of your mat in a forward fold. So your feet can be about hips width apart, knees can be nice and bent. If hamstrings feel super tight, you can give them a little bit of a rub. Otherwise, just allow yourself to hang, releasing any tension from the neck, giving the head a nod yes, shaking it no. Maybe catching hold of opposite elbows if you like to do that, swaying side to side. And we'll find a little twist from here. So releasing your elbows if you've got them, coming to stillness if you've been swaying. If you do have a yoga block or other prop, just place it down in front of your face, taking your left hand onto it, then deeply into your left leg, straighten your right leg, begin to twist to the right as you reach your right arm up towards the ceiling. Turning the gaze up if that feels okay on the neck, otherwise just look straight ahead or even look down towards your mat. Lower your right hand and we'll switch straight to the other side. So this time bending into right knee, straightening left leg, reaching left arm up. And then lower back down. Just move your block off to the side if you've been using it. Come back down into your forward fold. Bend into your knees. We ground down into both feet as you begin to roll up through the spine, rising slowly to stand. And we meet in Tadasana, mountain pose, palms face forward, slight bend of the knees. Let's take a big shoulder roll. And we'll flow through 2 rounds of Sun Salutation A. Your next breath in, reach your arms overhead, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, flat back, maybe taking hands to shins or fingertips. Exhale, stepping back to plank, watching out for any fur babies. From here, lower all the way to your belly, maybe lowering the knees. Inhale, baby cobra, lifting your chest. And then exhale, pressing back to a downward facing dog. First down dog of the practice. You might be feeling a little bit tight and stiff, so let's find some movement here, pedaling out the feet. Maybe you shift your hips from side to side. And then come into a place of stillness. Let's take a cleansing breath here, so breathing in through the nose and sighing out the mouth. At the bottom of your breath, take 2 big steps forward, coming into your forward fold, and then inhale straight away as you get there, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, sweeping arms down, around and up as you rise to stand, maybe palms touch. And then exhale, hands through prayer, Tadasana. Inhale, raise your arms up. Exhale, forward fold, bowing down. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, 2 steps back to flat. And lower all the way onto your belly or chaturanga if that's in your practice. Inhale, upward facing dog. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Let's take 3 breaths in this down dog. If you want to find movement, go for it. Otherwise, coming into stillness, working heels down towards the mat, but they don't need to get there. You can always have a bend in the knees in your down dog. We're more interested in lengthening through the spine, lifting tailbone up. Alright, when you're at the bottom of your 3rd breath out, bending knees, look forward, take 2 big steps up to the top of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lifting up. And then exhale, hands through prayer, Tadasana. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. And then exhale, this time step all the way back into your downward dog. And then lowering these, coming into child's pose. Just take a moment to rest. Reach your arms forward. Begin to round through your spine as you lift your hips, coming into a tabletop. From here, step your left foot in between the hands. And this is a good place if you have yoga props to just take your hands onto them, just giving you a little bit of extra space. And just take a moment to wriggle around a bit from side to side. Just giving the hips a moment to open and settle. Trying to stack left knee over left ankle. And then find a sensation of inner thighs hugging together. Reach your arms up. Take a breath here. And then taking hands to prayer, we'll find a twist. We're twisting to the left. An option to stay here. Option to open the arms out wide, or to take the twist a bit deeper, hook your right elbow to the outside of the left knee and begin to turn the sternum towards the thumbs, maybe looking over the left shoulder. Wherever you are, unwind your twist. Inhale, reach arms up, maybe taking a little back bend. And then exhale, lower hands down, and back to table. And take a big hip circle in one direction and the other. And then meeting in tabletop with a neutral spine, just tilting tailbone down towards the knees. Lift up your left heel towards the ceiling and take a huge circle with the knee. So we'll take 3 circles in one direction. I'm going to try not to kick Bruce. And then take them in the other direction. And just notice, is it much harder to take circles in the more unusual direction? What I mean by that is we're obviously going to just naturally prefer one way. Just take it to the other side. And then we try and reverse the circle. Oh, it just feels weird. Oops. Just kicked my French. Alright. From here, second side, step your right foot in between your hands. Maybe you get your blocks for a little bit of extra space, and just wriggle around side to side, just feeling into your hips. And coming into stillness, hug your inner thighs together, lift your torso up, reach your arms up, take a deep breath here. And then taking hands through prayer, we're twisting to the right this time. So just remembering your options, keeping your hands in prayer. Maybe you open your arms out wide, nice open twist, or hook your left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Turning sternum, your breastbone up towards your thumbs. Holding here. Maintaining your long, slow, steady breaths. Alright, wherever you are, unwind. Reach your arms up, maybe finding a little back bend. Exhale, lowering hands. Coming back through table. Let's find those hip circles again. Nice, and finding those knee circles once more. 3 circles one way, 3 circles the other way. Returning to table, and then tucking your toes. Take your hips back onto your heels. We'll just pause for a moment in our toe stretch. We won't be here too long. I know I quite often get us holding a toe stretch and it's not the most comfortable position ever. But let's lift on up, coming to stand on the knees. We'll just find a gentle back bend here. So this is a camel variation. We're not going to come into a full camel. You're taking your hands to your low back, fingertips pointing up, pushing your hips forward. Find the sensation of your ribs lifting away from the hips, chest lifting up towards the ceiling. And we'll just hold here, really feel as though you're opening up your heart. And then lower down. Sit your hips on your heels, hands, palms face down on the knees, maybe closing your eyes. And then from here, come to lie down on your belly, coming onto your forearms. So holding in our Sphinx for a moment, and I'll just demonstrate the next posture. So you're going to bring your left knee out to the side, bring it in line with the hip, and then you want to make a right angle with the leg, flexing the left foot. So we're in our half frog, turning your chest back to center. And then from here, we're going to add in a shoulder stretch. Extend your left arm. And there's 2 variations here. So first option is to thread your right arm underneath the left, and then just come back onto the left forearm, and we hold here. See how that feels. If you're not feeling an awful lot in the shoulder, what we're going to do is just switch the arms. Thread the left arm underneath the right this time. So just pick whichever variation works for you. Then release, slide your left leg back to meet the right. We'll take that to the second side, so sliding right knee up, and then just deciding if you want to take a slightly less intense stretch, threading left arm under right, or a more intense shoulder stretch would be right arm under left. It's a bit of a deeper twist. When you're ready, just take your time coming out, coming back to your Sphinx. And we'll take another shoulder stretch from here. I'm just going to shimmy on over to the right side of my mat so I've got some space and I don't roll off out of shot. Extend your left arm out wide and then turn onto your left hip. From here, your right leg, so the top leg is going to step behind you. And you can stay here with your right hand on the mat, resting your head down or sliding a block underneath your head for a little bit of extra support, maybe even a cushion. Or reach your right arm back, see if you can find those left fingertips that are out there, clasping your fingers, and then releasing your head down. Gently rolling back onto your belly. And we'll take that to the second side. So taking your right arm out wide, rolling onto your right hip, and then stepping top leg back, maybe reaching the left arm back, finding your fingertips if you can find them. Otherwise you can just reach the arm back and wrap it around your back, or just keep the left arm in front of you. And then gently release. Come back onto your belly. Placing your hands either side of your ribs. Press down through the tops of your feet. Roll your shoulders back as you lift your head and your chest for a baby cobra. Or from here, press into the hands, extend the arms. And then hover your hips and thighs off the mat. For upward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale, using your core to send hips up and back, downward facing dog. Let's take one more breath in our down dog. And then lower your knees down. And then just lowering onto your forearms, take your hands in prayer, coming into a puppy tricep stretch. So keeping your hips stacked over your knees, lowering your chest down towards your mat, so releasing through the shoulders, and then taking your hands back behind your head. So forehead is down on your mat. Take your time coming out. Just press your hips back towards your heels and then come to a seat, extending your legs out in front. Nice, we'll come into our Gomukasana pose from here. So cross your right leg over the left, stacking your right knee on top of the left, lift your over. Staying here, or bending into the left leg, taking the left heel to the outside of the left hip. Take your hands to your feet. Inhale, sit up here. And then exhale, folding forward in your mouth. Your right hip is going to want to come up and away from the mat, don't let it. Slowly lift on up, and extend both legs forward again. Rebend into your right leg. And we're going to come into our Marichasana A posture from here. I'm just going to switch around so you can see what I'm doing better. We want to keep about a fist width between the foot and the left leg. Maybe have your strap or prop handy. We're coming into a bind. So from here, reaching your right arm forward to the inside of your right leg. Find an internal rotation by turning your thumb down and then really reach forward, wrapping your right arm around the right leg. Finding another internal rotation at the left shoulder, wrapping the left arm behind the back. Maybe you find the right fingers. Maybe you use your prop. Instead, wherever you are, sitting up tall and then folding forward. Your right hip may be coming off the mat, that's perfectly okay. Alright, if you're folding, lift on up, release your bind. Extend your right leg and then bend into your left knee. We're going to find our Gomukhasana on the second side. So you're stepping left foot over right and then lowering your left knee so it's stacking directly on top of the right knee. Staying here with the right leg extended or bending into the right leg, taking the right heel to the outside of the right hip, maybe taking the heels forward a little bit. Lowering that left sitting bone down if it's lifted up. Inhale to sit up tall, and then exhale, folding forward. Alright, slowly lift on up, extend your legs again, and then rebend your left, closing the knee joint, making sure there's that little gap between the foot and your right leg. Really reach forward and then find that internal rotation. The secret to binds is internally rotating at the shoulders, wrapping that left arm around the left leg, internally rotate right arm. See if you can find your bind using your prop. If you can't quite catch the fingers. And then folding forward over the right leg. Alright, begin to upright your spine, release your bind, and then extend both legs forward. We'll take a seated forward fold from here. Knees can have a slight bend. If you've got a cushion that you want to place onto the knees, if you've got super tight hamstrings, that might be nice. Otherwise, we're going to sit up tall, inhale, reach up, And then exhale, pivoting forward from the pelvis, begin to fold forward. If you can reach for the feet, go ahead. Otherwise, folding forward over the legs in our Paschimottanasana. Every breath in, really filling the body with oxygen, visualizing fresh blood rushing to any areas of sensation. And as we've held this posture for a few breaths, maybe you begin to notice that the muscles can begin to let go, begin to relax. Let's slowly come on up, bend your knees, scoot forward, and then come to lie down on your back. If you still have a yoga block handy or other prop, if you're using a non-yoga prop, make sure it's sturdy, slide it underneath your sacrum. Even if you don't have a yoga block, you don't need to use one. From here, extend both legs up towards the ceiling. You may just need to adjust ever so slightly. Mum is a little bit too far forward. And then taking your arms out long. This is our legs up the wall variation. Of course, if you do have a wall close by, you can take this version, this pose at the wall. This is a really gentle inversion. It's a really great one for helping to trigger the parasympathetic nervous system, our rest and digest state. And you can close your eyes here. Just really see if you can allow your body to fully relax. If you have your block under the sacrum, just take hold of it as you slowly lower your feet down, bending your knees, finding your way into a supported bridge. If legs are up the wall, you may stay there if you're happy, feeling relaxed. Otherwise, come down, meet us in a supported bridge. If you don't have a block, a cushion under the sacrum also works well here. Press into your feet, lift your hips and just slide your prop off to one side. Hug both knees into chest and find a gentle rock from side to side. From here, find your happy baby, bending into knees, catching hold of your feet, ankles or shins, wherever's available, and just gently guiding these in the direction of your outer shoulders, maybe adding a gentle rock, if that feels good. Lower your feet down, take your arms out wide. Just shift your hips over to the right, lift up your legs into a tabletop, and then just taking your knees over to the left, and turning gaze to the right, foot to twist. Gently unwind your twist, shift hips to left, knees fall to the right, gaze turns to the left. Final breath in your twist. And then gently come back through center, giving your knees one final hug in towards your chest. And then setting up for your final resting pose, Shavasana. If you have a blanket nearby, it might feel really nice to wrap yourself up in that blanket, maybe grabbing a pillow or a cushion, placing it under your head. Just doing what you need to get really comfortable, feeling supported by the earth beneath you. Just allowing your body to let go and relax. Giving yourself permission to come into a state of complete rest. Nothing to do, nowhere to be, just being and being here. Allow your awareness to soften. Bringing your awareness back into your physical body. Take a deep breath in through your nose. And exhale out your mouth. Begin to find some movement in fingers and toes. Reaching arms overhead, taking a full body stretch. And then bending into one knee and then the other. And roll onto your right side. And just pause for a moment, curled up in a ball, keeping your eyes closed. Now allow yourself to feel safe in this moment. Using left hand to press on up to the seat. With a long spine, begin to rub your hands together. Rubbing quite vigorously, generating heat. And then placing both hands over your heart. Feeling your heart beating. Feeling the warmth that you've just generated from your hands seeping in towards your chest. That nurturing sense of touch. Just visualizing now the green light at the center of your chest. Allowing your heart to open. And cultivating a sense of love. So perhaps finding a picture in your mind of something that you feel grateful for. Perhaps a loved one, a pet, maybe a place. And just conjuring up in your mind and in your body the feeling that a particular thing brings out in you. Building that emotion up brighter as the green light at your chest glows brighter. Just softly whispering to yourself, either out loud or in your mind, I love you. I love you. I love you and I'm here. Bring your hands to touch in front of your heart. And then bringing your hands up to the third eye space, allowing the knuckles of your thumbs to just gently. Thank you so much for joining me. If you've made it to the end of this class, that's amazing. Give yourself a pat on the back for practicing and taking the time for yourself. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, please do so. And if you've got more time for another practice, I'm going to recommend that you click on this video here. Thank you again for practicing with me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.